how do you think the board as an entity, the board itself, can create a more inclusive culture?
Well, on the one hand, I do believe that you do have, or you do need some rules. I mean, you have to think about how many women should you have in the board. It shouldn't be one, because you need some partnership to create that feeling of inclusion. Let's say affirmative action talent pools. You need to go and find those women in which you find leadership, and you need to cultivate them. And you need to teach them not as men. They are not going to find the same hurdles as men are going to find. So you need to ask the right questions. What's going to be a difficult point in your board discussion? How are you going to handle it? If you're the only woman on the board and there's something that you find that's not appropriate in terms of inclusion, how are you going to handle that situation? What's useful and what isn't? How are you going to handle your own emotions about it? We are repeatedly accused of being emotional, and usually that's in the category of a bad thing. Maybe you need to start the discussion about being emotional being a good thing. Yeah. So in that sense, I am emotional. I am more emotional than many other people, and it works. I connect more to other people, yeah. and in many ways that's useful.
Now going into female chairs, we're getting some stronger representation in the boardroom, but we're still low in female chairs. What can we do? Do you think it matters? And what do you think we can do in that front?
It always matters. At least for some years, I don't know how many, we're changing the game. What we should be doing is society changing the world that we built. So we built a very male-dominated workplace, which does not include, and it does not include not only women, but it does not include the integrity of men. For many years, it was okay that the CEO just got on a plane and he did not need to sacrifice having a family life or children because his wife was there. Yeah. Just with the, I'm going to say burden, it's a joy of it, but it's a burden of all the responsibilities that care entail. The new CEO cannot be that person. The new CEO has to be able to integrate family and care. Because the idea that half of the population of the world is going to be subsidizing this half of the population, yeah, so they can, shine and succeed, and miss all that. Because they're missing on so many things that they just don't know. That's wrong. So actually, the first thing that I think needs to be done is to talk about the participation of men in the care world. Because if we don't get men to participate in the care world, let's say, or in care provision, what is it? What's the glass, ceiling that we're gonna, smash? We would be talking about a society that needs to sacrifice one part of oneself, and a very important one at that. We need to build spaces for men to be in charge of those responsibilities, to free women to be in charge of whatever they want. It's a matter of always, whomever is responsible in your companies about your ESG and how you're going to be fulfilling, how is it that your sort of development goals, how is that your company just has driven that agenda? You need to have that discussion on the table.